Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, let me adjust the mic. There we go. Welcome back to another late night sneaker talk show. I really do appreciate y'all for tuning in to another day of March Streamness. You know, I was so happy last night when I seen my live actually get up to 60 plus views. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it was very interesting, and even though that was probably one of my best lives in a long time, I'm greatly appreciative of it. And even then, I am more ecstatic that it happened the way it did. Now, I'm not going to take anything for granted. I'm not going to take anything for granted, but when I can say that at least I got views with it, I am happier more than less. So, with that being said, let's get into it with the shoes, because we got a lot of shoes to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. And even though there was some shoots I didn't get a chance to do last night, that doesn't mean we're not going to do them tonight. So with that being said, we got some shit to talk about. Ooh, oh my god! And I hate to say this, but I'm prefacing y'all now that this might be more of a Kobe episode than anything, because there's been a lot of Kobe's announced, especially with March Madness and how everything is happening. So let's start off with our first sneaker, and this is one I meant to, talk about last night as well. Let's get into it. Let's see. First sneaker of the day. New day, new sneakers, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hit them for the heaters. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, check out the channel, and don't forget to, tell us your favorite sneaker and tell us what do you like in the chat below. Like I said, having 60 some subs in the middle of the night was random, but we're going to appreciate it and go from there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the middle. We're getting ready to start March Madness. That means I got to do my bracket. And with that being said, that means some of the college PEs are going to be fire. Now, I will promise you this. I will be announcing if things are going to be able to be dropped or not when it comes to certain sneakers. And even then, I will let y'all know the details. But one of the first sneakers I want to talk about is USC unveiling their Kobe 3 low PEs. Now, I'm not going to lie. I was not expecting USC to drop a white version of this shoe, or red, or maybe a yellow version, maybe, but a white with the red on the inside, and then you got the red and the yellow at the bottom. You got a red Nike check with a red and yellow Kobe symbol on the back and the Zoom material. Like, come on now, let's be real. Now, I could say a lot about these, and everybody's gonna have their opinions. I personally, growing up, and I'll be honest with y'all, I was never really a fan of the early Kobe Nike run. It was more or less after, I want to say 5 or 6, then I became a fan. And then seeing him sitting in stores for a while, and then actually having a chance to get him, and then the market after he passed has been ridiculous. So for the college players that are getting Kobe's, appreciate them, please. Because let me be honest with you, we don't get great shoes like this often. So if y'all are getting shoes like this and y'all are just going to sell them to either your homeboy or, somebody that's a fan of the team, then did you really enjoy your sneakers while you were in college? Because at least you got some free sneakers. Like, don't get me wrong, my school had Puma, and I had got some free Pumas, and I still got them Jones to this day. But y'all getting Kobe's, y'all getting Nike joints, y'all getting some real fire. So please be appreciative of them. But these, they're solid. They're not bad. They're not good. They're not the only Kobe's we're going to talk about. So if you're in the chat, I see there's 9 people watching live. Please put your favorite shoe in the chat. I will try my best to comment. If you got anything you want to say in the chat, please leave a comment as well. Because after this video, I promise y'all I'm going to be cutting shorts out of these and making sure that we get more people watching. So let's go to the next sneaker, because we still got a long day to go, and it's a long, great show. I hope y'all been keeping up with the Afro Man tribe, because day 2, woo Lord, was not expecting it to be this chaotic. But with that being said, Human Race and Adidas are dropping the ID0 Evo SL Mars collection by Pharrell. This drops March 21st. He has a hoodie, he has shorts, and he has these joints. And we already know they're not going to be cheap. We already know when it comes to Pharrell, you expect to pay high dollar when it comes to a Pharrell collab. Let's see if they have the price up. Let's see if they set the price up yet. Oh, so these are going to be $160, and that's not bad for a Pharrell collab with Adidas. Like, you either get a hit or a miss when it comes to the prices, but this is probably one of his cheaper price collabs because the jacket is going for $120, and the shorts are going for $70. But the shoes themselves, I know the hype beast, and I'll be honest with you, the hype beasts are going to be the ones that are going to, how can I put this? Take away from the joy of the sneaker and just buy them, sell them, and mark up the price, and it's just going to make things worse. But overall, if I had to give it a rating, like an honest rating, I would say probably a 3.4 out of 5. It's not a bad shoe, but it could be better. I mean, let's be real. It could be something that, people are going to, appreciate, rock, and enjoy. But people are always going to have their opinions when it comes to Pharrell and his niche when it comes to releasing sneakers. So hopefully these, if you get them, if you rock with them, you get them, you get a chance to get them. If you don't rock them, leave them for somebody else to get instead of the hype beast. Like, please. Needless to say, decent shoe, can't go wrong with. Let's go to the next sneaker. All right, let's get this next sneaker rolling. And hopefully y'all are enjoying the show. Hopefully y'all enjoying the chat. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the content as well, because we really do appreciate y'all tuning into the show. Like I said, I don't normally do this. I try to this is the second year of me doing almost every day in March. So let's keep going. All right. Now, Para and Vans did a shock drop, I want to say earlier this week. I'm going to get the full details of the sneaker. But they did a collab with Vans, the old school 36, and this is via Slam City Skates. I'm not going to lie, these pairs look nice. Don't allow. These came quickly out of nowhere. Like, I seen the pink joints, but I didn't know they did a white pair as well, so I was really surprised. They already came out. It was on the Para website. Let me see if it's still up on the website, because they're $130. But the only size they have left on that website as of right now, because of this shock drop, is a 7.5. Oh, Peekaboo to Vimos. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you as well. What's the story with Afro Man? I only briefly heard about it. Well, a couple years ago, Afro Man got raided. And if you've been following the shenanigans, he's made a song about every deputy that went into his house and roasted them in a way that they're actually having a lawsuit. He dropped the song, I think Saturday before the court case started. And this court case have been very detailed, to the point that I've been sharing it with people that are fans of Afro Man. I've enjoyed the original because I got a high song. And the only brief synopsis I can say without getting sued and, wanting to make sure that I stay on pace with the show is that I will start posting the links on the post for the page, and I'm a screenshot. Matter of fact, I'm gonna screenshot your name so I can try to tag you in it so you can catch up with it. But it's a lot of people talking about Afro Man's story on Twitter, because I'm not calling it the other name, and Instagram. And I'm not gonna lie, I cannot do it justice by explaining it. Like, you have to actually just go watch the depositions. Like, very interesting. And honestly and truthfully, it gets crazy when you think about, like, you really just went into this man's house, turned off his own cameras, went to his safe, and did some things. That's all I'm saying. Now, he's been getting his freedom of speech and his comeback right, but that's something I'm going to have to go into deeper detail. So if I do stream on Wednesday, I will give you a better research and detail on it. But thank you, Peekaboo Vimos. If I said it wrong, I apologize. I'm just happy that, it caught me off guard. Oh, let me see. I'll put my phone on the charger. All right, because it is about to die. All right, let's get to the next sneaker, because people already want to know about the next sneaker. Like I said, I feel like this is going to be more of a Kobe episode, but I'm trying to prolong the Kobe's because so much news have came out today. So, before we go, let's go into our next sneaker. I'm going to change it. And I think Nice Kicks did this post, perfect timing, especially with the KD19s being revealed in Houston last night. But I think I'm going to ask the question to the public. What is the best Nike KD model? You got the KD1s, the KD2s through 19. I'll be honest with you. I'll be legitimately honest with you and saying the best model of KDs, in my opinion, this is my hot take, is the KDs 4 through 7. 4 through 7 were his legit best run. 4 has had a lot of colorways to the point they're re-releasing them. 6, if you look at the 6, that's from NOLA's All-Star Weekend. I was in New Orleans during the All-Star Weekend. I still have my All-Star Weekend shoes. 5s, the 5 release, that was from the Houston All-Star Weekend that they had. The 7s were nice. The 7s had one of the best Aunt Pearls in the collection, followed by 6 and 4, of course. But, I mean, let's be real. Anything 4 through 7 is probably the best sneaker. Everything else you can either hit or miss. So, no, I met a lot of, so to not change the subject, I met a lot of celebrities, but I have not met Afro Man, and that is one person that I will say his music has made an impact in my life when I was younger, because I didn't know what I was getting into, especially seeing Jay and Silent Bob, so that's why. And I did say it right. Oh, Pika for short. Okay. Well, welcome, Pika. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you sub to the channel. Because, like I said, I don't normally live stream like this often. I personally don't, as a photographer and a videographer, I don't like being on camera, but I'm doing best to get out of that. And I mainly do shorts because of the podcast format has been off for the last few years. And I've been just trying to keep the channel going and keeping the channel alive. So I appreciate everyone who's come in. I appreciate you for actually, checking out the channel. I really do appreciate it. So thank you. But if you want to talk about celebrities, all I can say is I'll give you a hint of a celebrity I knew personally. Well, I know a few of them, but I knew personally. All I can say is Days Before Rodeo. If you know who made Days Before Rodeo, yes, I went to high school with them. But that's another story for another day. Now, let's go back. Let me go back. Their opinion about Bad Bunny, that's fine. I get it. You can say whatever you want. Just keep it, civil in the chat. But I'm gonna be honest. There we go. OBS is my love it, hater, best word that's standing me. Let me type in the chat for you. Oh God. There we go. Hopefully it can be seen. All right. So the Bad Bows 0.1 Beige and Black drop March 28th. They're going for 160. If you're a fan of Bad Bunny, and I think I put this on the channel numerous times before, but if you're a fan of Bad Bunny, get the shoes, support. Oh yeah, I went to high school with Travis Scott. Honestly, we graduated the same class. Like, my students, whenever I showed them my yearbook, they'd be like, wait, you went to high school with Travis Scott? Yeah, I went to high school with Travis Scott. I went to high school with a bunch of other people that, would catch people's attention. But that's good. You met a few famous people as well. If you want to put who you met, let me know. I mean, if you want to talk about famous celebrity stories, a couple years ago, I met Messi's entire family because of what I do at the Texans. But that's another story for another day. Back to the shoes. The Bad Bows, the beige is nice. I feel like that darker gray part of the sneaker is off-putting to me, but the white balances it out. The black is pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, the black is pretty cool, And even the gum bottom is nice. I don't think these are gonna mess up easy. People say compare these to like the Bugs Bunny Jordan 8s and their detail and design. I see the reason why people would say that. But like I said, I'm giving Bad Bunny his grace, his flowers, and I think that people should give these shoes a try, because at the end of the day, they might actually be something for the fan base that they can actually rock with. I think, honestly and truthfully, this sneaker will be different. I mean, and I don't mean different like in how Yeezy and Fear of God had their run with Adidas, or how Pharrell's having his run with Adidas. I'm saying it's going to be different because it's affordable for one. I don't think the hype beasts are too prone to it yet. We'll have to see when the release first drop. But I think, honestly and truthfully, this sneaker could actually do something for a soft launch that doesn't ruin the market for it. I think they have a chance with this one. All right. Now, let's see. Let's go to our next sneaker. Oh, the next sneaker. Oh. All right. If y'all caught my tangent last night about the black leather Air Force Ones, black patent leather Air Force Ones, then I have another one. Now, the black patent leather Air Force Ones is the Air Force Ones that if you go look at the end of closer to the end of the video, you would see that they basically made an Air Force One to either rob somebody or, go to an interview in. But you did a black patent leather polka dotted Cortez. Oh, I live in Houston. It's going to get hot. We are basically in summer 1 getting into summer 2. Because there's no spring here. And I pray to everybody that got to Houston in the last few weeks got out. But with these sneakers coming out, it's only going to be hot. It's only going to be hotter. And these will make your feet extra crispy if you're thinking about wearing these in the city. So if you're down south, then hold on, let me see. If you're down south and you're thinking about wearing these Cortezes, you are on your own. Honestly, you are definitely on your own. I cannot defend this. It's too hot for them. It's going to be way too hot for them. But do I think they'll be fly in the fall? Yes. Winter, we barely have winters here, but yes. But do I think they'll be hot right now? Fuck no. Fuck no. Like, no. The shoe, no. It's not worth it. All right. Let's go to a different sneaker. If you got a team you're putting in for March Madness or you got your bracket set up, let me know. I've been waiting to see if sneaker companies are going to do like another bracket because Trey Black did a bracket last year and I try to keep up with it. It was a nice bracket, don't get me wrong, but now we got more sneakers coming out and sneaker of the year competitions are already, ramping up. So let's get into our next sneaker. Here we go. All right, here we go. I hate how I did that. All right, so CP Company and Asics are dropping the Asics Gel Quantum 361. Oh, you met Brock Lesnar, Cain Velasquez, John Cena. Oh, nice. Rey Mysterio, Roman Reigns, the Usos. Oh, a lot of boxing, MMA, and wrestling guys. Honestly and truthfully, I can respect that. Don't get me wrong. You met Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, and Mike Epps. That is a great trio of comedians to meet. Honestly and truthfully. That is a great trio of comedians to me. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to lie. From your wrestling list, I will say, in all honesty, I'm kind of salty. Meeting the Bloodline itself is nice. Like I said, I was more of a 2000s wrestler, so one of the main wrestlers I met in the early 2000s was Stone Cold. I met Booker T randomly throughout the city. One of my friend's sisters actually wrestled for a small promotion. She's been on AEW a few times. I was supposed to have her on the show, but my schedule has been horrible. But needless to say, back to the shoes. The CP Company and Asics have 3 shoes. Now, I'm not going to lie, the blue and black pair, they all right. I don't think they're my personal favorite, but people's taste, or people's decisions can be their own. I think my favorite pair, which would be the second pair I've seen, which is the black pair. Like the detail and the design in the black pair is, you don't really too much see the ASICS logo for one, which is nice because it's white. Like it blends in perfectly, so you can't really tell the logo, but it looks like a great running shoe. I'm not gonna hold you on that one. This one is probably nice. The blue back is, it blends in perfectly, and then you also got the white on the inside of the mesh, which isn't a bad sneaker as well. But then they also are releasing, and let me get the third shoe. What's her? Oh, let me get my phone. What's her name? I watched TNA. Okay, her stage name. Give me a second. Cause she did it on like the smaller side of AEW. She hadn't made the big name yet. There we go. Give me 1 second. I got you. Give me 1 second. Ew. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I apologize. Let me see. Where my homeboy at. There you go. There you go. God dang it. Give me a second, guys. I apologize. I want to answer the question. I don't want to leave nobody's question not answered. Oh, no, I'm not a wrestler. No. I support wrestlers, But no, I have friends that want to do it, but I'm just a fan. Let me see. Where can I find it? It's your own sister, man. Hold on. Let me see. I'm a lot of things, but I am not a wrestler. Dang it. Where is it? God dang it. Give me a second. I almost said something on camera that I'm not supposed to say. But no, back to this. I do like the white pair. It's nice, I think. Dang. When ADD really hits your brain and you don't know how to react, crazy work. Dang, I'm really drawing a blank. I'm sorry, guys. I hate when I draw a blank. But back to the sneaker. And I'm going to do two things at once, which is bad for my ADD. But I truly think that they might have something with this ASICS release. I haven't heard anything about, any other collabs. But I think, therefore, it's nice enough for us to do something like this. And we're almost 30 minutes in, which is great for the channel. Like, I really realized seeing that, people are still stopping by to check on the show. I'm grateful. Like, you might pop in for a second, but at the end of the day, that second is better than nothing, because I'll do this show solo and not complain at all. So don't get it twisted. I am grateful for every stop, but I'm going to really find her name. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hate how OBS does this. While I'm looking at this, the Air Jordan OG is back. The first women's silhouette hitting the shelves this summer. Basically, they saw retro in 2020, 2021, like during pandemic times. And there's nothing wrong with that. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Share it. There you go. So, Peekaboo, the name is Charity King. Mercedes Moné called her out for her title for ASE because she was on that 10 run title. She was trying to get all the titles to break the record. And so when Charity King won her title, Mercedes Moné actually called her out on it. But hey, I support. Look, if you go pro and if you want to hop on the show one day, let me know, because I'm willing to support and willing to check out whatever you do. Like, I try to support all my subs as much as I can, and anyone who supports me, I'll support them back. But let me get back to the topic. for this woman's silhouette and this colorway to make a comeback, I think it's nice. I think. Oh God, keyboard. Can't win for losing. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. There we go. Alright, so this silhouette, I think truly. Yeah, she was trained by Booker T and Jazz. Like Charity King, one of my friend's actual sisters, because she went to Lamar while we was at Texas Southern University. Started her career, and we support from the back sideline, but still in all, great person to talk to, honestly. I think the silhouette for the ladies coming out in 2026, and this is how, like I said, I say this on my last 3 streams, I knew we were in a sneaker recession when you're bringing back classic joints from the early 2000s that are making a return in 2026. I think that's very interesting that we are seeing a lot more retros from silhouettes we have not seen in a while. I think more or less for companies and for brands to bring back certain shoes like this in this day and age shows you that we're going into dark times when it comes to sneaker culture. Alright. Photos. Alright, so let's go to the next sneaker. I gotta get these sneakers out and I gotta make sure I do them right. Alright. And then I gotta stay up most of the night before I go to work in the morning and chop up these shorts. So hopefully y'all appreciate it. Y'all share the shorts, please. Please support the channel. Alright. Next sneaker. So Kentucky unveiled their version of the Nike Kobe 3 Low PEs. Not gonna lie to you. My dad went to Kentucky. Played football and everything. But I didn't expect these Kentucky joints to be fire. Like the gray is one thing. The gray, the blue, and the white is one thing. This Wildcat color scheme is nice. I think honestly, this is a glasses off moment. I'm glad these aren't released to the public, but that doesn't mean I don't want them. Like that gray, that damn near cool gray with the blue on the inside of the mesh is nice. Why can't we have nice things? And I'm going to tell you why we can't have nice things. Because damn near the hype beast ruined it for everybody. That's why we can't have nice things. I want nice things? Yes, all the fucking time. Who doesn't want nice sneakers? But we can't have them because the hype beast ruined everything. But for the college kids that, or the college adults that are playing in these March Madness games, getting these sneakers, please cherish them. Please cherish them. If you made it in the tournament, please cherish your sneakers. That's all I'm saying. Oh, you met the... See, I met Zilla Fatu at DreamCon last year. But if you met a lot of people from the Samoan wrestling family, hey, matter of fact, I'm about to sell to your channel, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it right now. Because, go to channel. I just subbed to your channel, man. So whenever you put up some wrestling, please tag me so I can give you a shout out. I just subbed right now. Peekaboo, Timimos. Oh, I'm sorry. I did butcher that. Needless to say, I apologize. You just got subbed. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate your experience because that's a very interesting experience. All right. Oh, blonde moment. Sorry about that. All right, next sneaker. All right, let's see. Where are we? We are coming up on another Adidas shoe. I just had it. Okay, there we go. Let me resize it for y'all so y'all can see it properly. because OBS don't want to, let you do it within a certain box frame. All right. So Averex and Adidas have a collab package coming out, a collaboration. They're doing it's called Two Heavyweights and One Superstar. They're bringing the Adidas Superstar with the box, with the tongue on it. You really can't go wrong with the tongue. Let's be real. No pun intended. For all my sick people out there. Give me a second. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah. Cancel that. Give me a second. I apologize. I locked them. I know I'm moving chaotically. There we go. Don't just swipe it from the next. Okay, back to the shoes. So, the sneakers are going to come out. They're going to be $180, which is retail. I mean, the black and white Adidas with the Averex, on the tongue, you can't really beat. I think that they're going to be nice for what they do. For what they are, I'm not going to lie to you. I think these are actually pretty cool, more or less. Do I think they're going to sell? For that price point, I don't think they're going to sell. I think they're going to sit, and if they do sit, it's not a bad thing, because if they get below retail, you can easily get them for a steal. They'll probably drop to $140 if they don't sell. So if you want me to keep an update on these sneakers, let me know in the comments below, because that's going to be something interesting as well later down the line. But needless to say, it's not a bad shoe. Excuse me. All right, next sneaker. Here we go. Like I've already warned y'all, this was going to be a Kobe heavy episode, because they're dropping so many Kobe, different version of Kobe sneakers. But they decided to drop the Kobe Bryant Nike Dunk Low Protros Draft Day. Now, Vanessa Bryant did say we were going to get a lot of sneakers and a lot of things to come out from not only the Kobe line, but we didn't expect like dunks and other sneakers as well to be a part of that, faction. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm honestly here for it. I think more or less as we sit back and, appreciate what we do see on this channel, is I'm going to give people their flowers. Now, I don't know if these are going to get that sneakers reserve, but I'm not going to lie to you. If they do go sneakers reserve, these might actually sell out quickly. I'm actually genuinely scared. Like you got the Charlotte Hornets colorway, where it goes from the Hornets blue to the Lakers yellow, like with both being purple on the shoe. Like this might be a creative ass dunk that the hype beast might actually try to get from us. And I'm truly anti hype beast, but I will say that I rather people get a chance to enjoy these more or less now than what they're getting, because at the end of the day, they're going to go by fast. I think these are going to sell out. Now, we got another 66 views on the channel, and I do appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, 63 was literally yesterday. Now it's 66 views. Like, I don't care if y'all stop in here for a minute or two, but as long as you come in here and say hi and watch this show, I appreciate you more and more what you do. But these Kobe's are going to sell out quickly. I think now that we are in an era of preserving legacies, I think the Kobe legacy will be preserved for the long run. I just think in my eyes, like these are not hitting the outlet. I'll be dead ass honest with you. I think these are truly going to sell out quickly, and that's probably going to be one of the most dangerous things to happen, because there's going to be so many people that want the sneaker just because they're legit Kobe fans. And it's even crazier when you think about how people who grew up in the Kobe era, either if you love them or hate them, you will respect them, and most people are going to get these shoes. It's a Dunk Kobe collab. Come on now. next sneaker. Let's get into it. We got plenty more shoes to talk about. We are halfway in. Yes, rest in peace to Kobe Bean Bryant. I was at brunch for my cousin's birthday when it happened, and even I didn't believe it until they actually announced it. The whole brunch got quiet. So, with that being said, it was sad. It was very sad. All right, now Converse. The Converse All-Star this Converse All-Star has a new feature. You could literally not wear the laces with it and zip up the sneaker. Like, you basically zipping up the Converse with a raincoat. You basically got a Jimmy for your Converse. Not gonna lie to y'all. Not gonna lie. Like, y'all can say what y'all want. This is probably gonna be a slept-on Converse. I mean, people can you have a mixed reaction for it, and rightfully so. Oh yes, him and his daughter G. That was kind of sad. That's still heartbreaking to this day. Like, don't get me wrong, very sad, very heartbreaking. I think as time progresses, it's hard to, accept certain things, but at least we learn to. If the death of Kobe and his daughter didn't teach me anything, it taught me to appreciate the time I have with my family and appreciate everyone that's in my life, because you don't know how short life is, and you have to appreciate all those little moments. And that's why I said that this is going to be a Kobe heavy episode, but we still got these Converse and they got a zipper on it, and I think that's pretty cool as well. Now, like I said, I know this is going to be annoying and y'all are going to hate it, but like I said, there's so much. The reason why I do so many Nike shoes is because Nike be the ones dropping so much information or having their own designers leak stuff. And so the Lower Merion Away expected this spring, and it's a tribute to Kobe Bryant's time at Lower Merion High School, and his jersey number. Well, these are the first sneakers to actually be on the sneaker reserve. And so with that being said, I think that you get the pre-order. I'm going to look on the app now because I saw it on the app first, because this is the first shoe. Let me see. There we go. There we go. All right, there we go. I'm going to try to do both at the same time. The red, I mean, it does look suede, but I know that is kind of suede. But the carpet on the Nike check is smooth sailing. You can't beat that. The 33 on the jersey, like, this is the first sneaker on the Nike Reserve. Exactly, like the dedication, the time, energy, and dedication the athletes have to put in. Oh yeah, that's a lot of dedication. I was a college athlete. I know the struggle of doing sports at a long period of time. I trained a few throwers, a few middle school and high school athletes. I understand, like, athletics is real. Excuse me. All right. But I truly think these Kobe's are going to be a cop. I think a lot of people, with the oversaturation of so many Kobe's coming out, if the hype beasts don't win them all, it gives people a fair chance to win the sneakers. And with that, it allows for them to have a chance to buy them and actually get a chance to win them. Also, if you are sub to the channel, I will do 2 videos coming up, because I've won the Tiana Taylor 3s. I got to do a review on them before I send them to my client who actually purchased them. I just want them on the app for them. But if you do sub to the channel, make sure you check us out. Make sure you come back, watch the shorts and everything like that. But let's go to our next sneaker. Let's go. I can't believe we're 40 minutes in. And I appreciate everyone who's tuning in, who's watching, who's clicking on, just coming by to say hi. Give me a few minutes of your time. I'm appreciative. All right. Now, Lorenz.og and Nike have a, Air Max 95 Volcano. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna give benefit of the doubt and say that the photo doesn't do the sneaker justice. Like, that photo doesn't do the sneaker justice because it literally looked like the shoe has volcano themes on the inside, but it's covered in ash, and it's great. But I've seen other photos where the flash doesn't oversaturate the shoe. Like, the flash is nice. Like, the shoe is basically like a dark a dark cover, but you see the volcanic, lava rising theme on the inside of the mesh. But it's like, from what the picture reveals, it's like a double layer shoe. And don't get me wrong, there's one thing I do like is double layers, but these released March 28th. There's 110 pairs, and they're going for 110 euros. Yeah, if you get these, good luck to you, my guy. Oh yeah, and that's why I said I don't understand people. I get Bam got his 83. I'm happy for him, but Kobe did some things, and he tore his Achilles during the game and still came back and finished the game. You won't see that often. You really won't see that at all, honestly. But I don't want to lose track. I want to stay on task. The 110 pairs for 110 euros. Well, first off, let me say this. I know the sneaker's not going to release in the States. That's fair. That's fine. I think we can all agree to that, right? My thought process is that even though this is not a general release, this is more of a, a UK release. 110 pairs are going to have hype beasts fighting for the shoe. Because I'm not going to lie, if these shoes actually hold up to a legacy number standpoint, they could sell. I think they could truly sell. I think my problem is with them is that they're going to be overhyped. And I think that's going to take away from the sneaker more than everything. I think... Let me see. I really do think that these sneakers for 110 euros, and they're going to go that quickly. All I can say is I'm surprised. I'm just genuinely surprised that somebody would do that small of a number for Air Max, especially right around Air Max Day. That's crazy work. All right. So, funny story about Kobe. All-Star Weekend 2014, New Orleans. I met Kendrick Lamar because he had on the Red Octobers that year. I'll never forget that. The pregame, they had an interview session, and they had a musical talents. It was like that opening, the opening for All-Star Weekend. I got to see Kobe in person, and I have a photo with me, one of my homeboys. Shout out to Cali Mark. We met Pat Riley because recognized him, but we saw Kobe and didn't realize Kobe was way taller in person than I expected. I'm not gonna lie, that was my closest I've been to Kobe, was probably within a few feet from him at All-Star Weekend New Orleans 2014. And I remember that because that All-Star Weekend was a journey to go through as well. But speaking of Kobe, we have his Kobe Elite Low EM Potro Draft Day, the Kobe 9s. And these are also supposed to be dropping around the same time. I'm not going to lie to you. This is the one the hype beasts are going to go for. This is the one the hype beasts are going to do everything in their power to take away from, regular people getting them and going with the flow. I truly feel that these joints right here are going to sell out. I truly do think these are going to sell out, and we're not going to have any mercy because they're going to sell out so quickly. I think even with everything that's going on, that if you can get a good pair of Kobe's in this time, and in this era, you got to appreciate it. But come on, book. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I can't talk about these Kobe's and disrespect them while I'm looking at book right now. So honestly, I've seen Kendrick Lamar 3 times in my life. He came to Texas Southern at 2012 when he dropped when he had Good Kid, Mad City out. Great, undergrad experience seeing him in concert. Then I got to see him in New Orleans 2014, but it was like shocking because I wasn't expecting to see him. But then I also saw him for the Yeezus tour in 2013. Also, great experience as well. Musically, it was great, but actually meeting him in person in 2012 before he got famous was actually really cool. Like, if you saw J. Cole if you saw a video of J. Cole in Houston at Texas Southern University, he did that when I was in undergrad. So for him to come back like that also was interesting. But just to see Kendrick, it was nice. 3 times I've seen him. I was going to go see him for GNX. Yeah, I was supposed to go see him for GNX, but luckily my best friend that got married that year ended up getting me 2 shirts, so I'm grateful for that instead. Great experience. And I've talked about Kendrick shoes. Honestly, my co-host, Thanos Primal, got the damn Cortezes still dead stock. Honestly, kind of jealous. Kind of really fucking jealous. But, so, the reason I said damn book, what part of the West Coast are you from exactly? Like, exactly where exactly from? Because I drove to Houston from LA. I drove to Sac from Houston. That was 29 hours. We drove back to Houston through Sac. We went under and it was 26. I've been to LA 3 times. I have family in both Frisco and LA. Some of my closest friends live in LA and in Sacktown. I got family in Frisco. So it really just depends where you're from. You met Chris Brown. See, that's an interesting experience. I bet that's very interesting. Honestly. But no, let me go to the shoes that pissed me off from Devin Booker before I forget. Wait. I know I saved them. Hold on. See, I didn't get them again. Hold on. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, now we can see these shoes. Now. Okay, Devin Booker's BYU Book 2 PEs. People saying they're fire. The colorway is nice. Oh, you lived... Okay, Southern Cap. My line brother's from Inglewood. My line brother's from Compton. I got a line brother from Compton. I got friends from Inglewood. I got a friend from Pomona. My co-host from Pomona is actually my writer for the show. Not co-writer. What is it? Co-designer, co-host, narrator for the show. So shout out to Damo, did that. I got a video for her coming out soon as well. But these Book 2 PE, BYU is already in the news for a lot of shenanigans. I don't think that this would have been the best time to, wear a BYU shoe, in my opinion. And I was literally in LA. I was in LA during the World Series. And I have so much footage that I lost because the wedding was in LA and the World Series happened that I'm really mad at myself for losing the footage of everything that happened in LA after the World Series. But yeah, that's another tangent for another day. Just know I'm trying to come back to LA. Just know that. But these Book 2s, I'll be honest with you, I'll be honest with you. The blue is nice. I just, am not here for it. And that's not a bad thing. It's just BYU shouldn't have been the shoe you did. I should have showed the Arizona joints. They probably would have been better received because BYU, no go. No fuego. No fuego. Wow, we are 50 minutes in on the show, and I was not expecting that. I thank you, Peekaboo, because I did not expect the show to go by this fast, and you made it very interesting, so I really do want to give you your flowers for that. And like I said, if you do post some of your wrestling stuff on your channel, I've already subbed to the channel, so please let me know if you do. I don't know why is it glitching on my bottom end of the screen. I don't know what's going on with that. I'll fix that in post. Now, let me see. Oh, God. All right, here we go. Tyler Kochek, and I do apologize if I said his name wrong, has his own Puma Halley 1 PEs, and this orange is blue. This New York orange and blue is actually nice. Did not expect for him to have his own shoe, well, his own PE. But I'm grateful, that other people are getting a chance to wear PEs like that. I think these are actually a nice colorway for the Halley ones. I'm not gonna lie, like this, you got a Halley 1 PE. Like, come on, we could appreciate, you having your own Halley ones, your own sneaker, making your own moves with it. I think that's a great thing. Hold on, let me see if I can fix it myself. Where is it? Okay, so yeah, it's not my end. Yeah, see, it's weird. I don't know why it's doing that, but I digress. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Please do. Like, I'm doing this stream for the month of March, and then I'll try to get back on a regular schedule. You're more than welcome to come check out the channel. I have plenty of past streams I've done. And like I said, I'm more than likely a supporter of anything that anyone does that's sub to me. So thank you again. Luckily, the show's about to wrap up soon anyway. Thank you again for tuning in. I do have one more sneaker to post. And I want to do this really quickly before I forget. Because I want to make sure, in all honesty, that we get all the sneakers that we want out the way. I want to make sure that we talk about not just sneakers that people do want, sneakers that people don't want. I want to make sure that, people get to enjoy their sneakers. And let me see. All right, let me see. Let's get into our last sneaker of the night. And I really want to find it really quickly. I saw it earlier. I want to say that there's so much heat coming out right now. And we have to be appreciative of the heat. There we go. Found them. I know what sneaker I went in the show with. All right. I know it's going to show weird staticky at the bottom, so please ignore that. What games do I play? Honestly, I've been going... So, for this year, I've been going back to more of my retro collections. Like, I've been going back to, like, the original Metal Gear Solids. I've been playing Fortnite, Rocket Racer, all the, multiplayer games. I went back to NCAA 07 with my own, Crash Dummy sideline mission. Like I said, I apologize for what's at the bottom of my screen, but I'm going to fix it in a second. It's probably because of what I'm doing with the camera. Like I said, I do apologize. This is weird. I gotta fix that later. All right, here we go. Just so we can fix it. I play a lot of games. I have streams on my Xbox, streams on my Switch. I'm working on my PS5 right now, dealing with those issues. But Like, I'm all over the place. Like, if you check out the channel, I've said it numerous times. I'll put my gamer tag in the post, so that way if y'all want to follow me and play me on certain games when I'm actually free, then I'll be more than welcome to hop on and do a stream as well, because I normally off and on stream and then do this, but I've been so busy. I've been trying to catch up with my streams and with my edits, so please be understanding, please. But thank you for tuning in, Peekaboo. I really do appreciate it. But before we close out the show, I do want to say, as a Jordan 8 fan, as a person who's had the 93 Aquas, who's had the 07 Aquas, the 07 Ice Blues, the Knicks are coming out the day before Christmas. Let me take off my glasses. This is a glasses off moment. If my pockets were already not trying to hurt me this Christmas coming up, then I don't know what is. Because I already said I'm only buying one shoe this year. It's the Dr. Doom foam posits. That's it. I just got my pearls last year. I had the cleats. I did a video on them. And if you watch my video on them, I just took them back and got my money back for them. But when I say, okay, Fortnite, I have Fortnite too. All right, I will like. Okay, you play PC, PS5. See, I play Switch, Xbox, and multiple other devices. But I followed the channel. Just message me on my post, and then we'll talk about it later. But I definitely did just sub to the channel. Let me see. There we go. The Knicks are doing this shoe. All I can say is, why? Okay, I see your tags. I got your tags. I'll definitely screenshot them real quick. No problem. Let me get back to this. Christmas Eve, you decide to drop a nice colorway of the New York Knicks Jordan 8s. And you're trying to break people's pockets. I'm here for a lot of shenanigans. I'm here for a lot of things. But I will say this. I think this sneaker combination and this date combination is probably the most head-ass combination. Like, it's bad enough that you didn't decide to do this for Black Friday. You decided to do this Christmas Eve. You are some low-down dirty shames for trying to do the sneaker on Christmas Eve. Don't get me wrong, I love my 8s. 8s are one of the most comfortablest pair of Jordans that I can vividly, hands down, say are one of my favorites. Like, they might look weird to a lot of people. Like, if a person cut off the straps, you're a head ass. But just the sneaker itself being comfortable and being appreciative, in all honesty, I think even then, you're releasing this the day before Christmas is head ass. The shoe's gonna be fire. That's not the problem. It's the release date and the release schedule. And so with that being said, we made our hour mark. I truly am appreciative. I want to say thank you to everyone who has watched the episode. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for commenting, subscribing, all that and more. This is Landon Strange for Sneakers and Nostalgies. We're signing out. You have a wonderful night and a wonderful day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody who, wore their green and whatnot. But we are signing out. Yeah.